Orientation is locked. Having trouble, guys. Hold on here. Now, how do I... I'm a little bit early, and I'm having technical difficulties. My tripod's wanting to, like, give me a fit. There we go. Hope everybody's doing good. If I can get this thing figured out. Let's see. Will that work? It ain't gonna work. Y'all just hold on. I'm gonna lay the phone down. Thought I was ready to go, but apparently I was not. My phone's wanting to be ornery. So I thought I'd bring y'all along. I'm fixing to cook supper, so I ain't done a live video in like the last 2 Fridays, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to come on here, and I like interacting with y'all and, you know, talking to you in real time. Just a little more personable, I think. But tonight I'm cooking something called a Mississippi breakfast casserole or something like that. I don't know. I cooked breakfast for supper the other night, and I've got quite a bit of leftover sausage and leftover bacon, and so I try to like change it up a little bit. So I was looking like my handy dandy Google and found this recipe, so I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. I cranked my oven up though. And y'all just beware, my fire alarm is like right there, and so y'all are probably gonna hear it go off while I'm cooking. It just happens. And if you're wondering what this is on my hand, I've been painting my porch today, so I can't help but get some on me. All right, let me get my stuff. Bread. So it said to put 4 or 5 slices of bread at the bottom of the casserole dish. How did the man in the moon cut his hair? I don't know, tell me. I always like your jokes. They crack me up. Eclipse it. Gotta tell Andy that one. We were laughing last night. I don't always have time to go through the comments, and I try to go through them when I can, and last night I was looking through some of them, and it was a joke you put on there, and I can't remember what it was now, but I got so tickled. And then you said a volunteer plant, is that from Tennessee? I got tickled about that too. So, put my bread in the bottom. I'll let y'all know how this turns out. Maybe it'll be good. We'll see. We will see. I mean, it uses 6 eggs, so I mean, I'm always looking for reasons to use eggs. Alright, so do that. Let me get my sausage and bacon. I hope everybody's had a good week. I need to turn this thing around here a little bit. There we go. Hope everybody's had a really good week. Been an easy, peaceful week for you. I worked a little more than I wanted to this week with my public job, but you know how it goes. So now it said to put the sausage in the bottom of the pan on top of the bread, not to cut it up. So that's what I'm doing here. Alright. I'm going to cut up my bacon though. Said to leave the sausage patties whole, but I'm going to cut up my bacon. Kids made some brownies a while ago for dessert. They smell really good. It's part of our school, you know. Jacob reads. Good afternoon, sweet lady, bacon yummy. Hey, T-Paul. Hope all is well. Glad to see you here. Oh, yeah, and this is our homemade bacon. It is, I ain't gonna lie, it's good. It's so good. So good. Alright. Then it said after that, I need a bowl with 6 eggs. Let's see. One of my good friends gave me some duck eggs. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. Yesterday. No, I worked yesterday. Day before yesterday. I'm losing track of time, guys. But she gave me some duck eggs, and so like I'm saving them to eat scrambled. She told me to scramble some and fry some. I've never ever eat duck eggs, and she was telling me how good they were. So we're gonna see. I'll try them. Put a freeze on everyone's credit. We've been hacked. Did you have it? So I'm going to tell you, William, I was going to make one when I was making my bacon. And that was that time in my life when everything hit the fan at one time. And then we were trying to get our hogs done too. And I did not get around to making it. But I'll tell you what I do. So we have the pork belly. And we have a meat house that we put our country hams and everything in. So take the pork belly to the meat house, and Andy puts a mixture of salt, black pepper, and like a lot of brown sugar, and we let that sit for at least 2 weeks. Just sit there and take that salt and that sugar, and then I bring it home, and I've got a little it's a little cheap smoker because I don't have a smoke house, but I do have a little smoker, and I wash it off, wash all that salt and everything off of it. And then I put it in that smoker on as low as I can get it. And I'm trying to remember what it's got to be in the middle. I want to say it's 165 or 180. I would have to look back in my notes and remember. But it's not fully cooked at that temperature. It's just, it does something to the fat. So that way when you cook it in the pan, it like cooks up like bacon. I'm not exactly sure how all that works, but that's, so I do that and then put it in the refrigerator for it to get hard again, because you know it's all gooey, the fat and everything when it's hot. So I let it get cool again, and usually the next day or two, then we have a meat slicer, and I go and we slice it into bacon. I can show you, which I done cut this up. It don't cook up quite like store-bought bacon. It looks different. It's a little saltier than store-bought bacon, but it does have a real good taste. Real good. Let's see. Alright. I'm trying not to miss no comments, y'all. Let's see. Have y'all ever had duck eggs? If you do, tell me your favorite way to eat them, because I'm excited about these duck eggs. Oh, shoot. Okay. Now I need a cup of milk. So, would you call that cured bacon? Yeah, it's, now it's cured, but I'm going to tell you, we actually left some for we left it too long up there at the end of the year, because Christmas and everything, New Year's, all that came up, and it was our last batch that we did, And now, I mean, it'll keep, but it'll keep taking salt like a country ham if we left it laying up there in that pack house. And so that last that we did, like I have to wash it before we eat it, and it has absorbed so much of that salt, it's almost too salty. Which Andy likes it because Andy loves salt, but so it can, I mean, it'll keep just like a country ham, to my knowledge. It will. But it'll just get saltier, saltier, and saltier. But yeah, it's cured. Now, some people put it in like a liquid brine and put it in the refrigerator and let it do that. We did that year before last, just experimenting, and we liked it better. I guess you would call it like the dry cured. We liked the taste of it better doing it the way, like, letting it sit out. Alright, milk. Alright guys, I have to tell y'all, speaking of milk, as I'm doing this, you probably saw the title to the live video about my cow. I'm no longer milking my cow. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Let me get my life together here and get my seasonings in these eggs so I can get it in the oven. Oh, that pepper got in my nose. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. What am I looking for? This. That's just a little Cajun seasoning I'm putting in there. Some dried Italian herbs, which I have herbs outside, but right now they're tiny, and I'm just going to use that. Lord, that pepper got my nose. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And this recipe actually calls for like garlic and onions, like chopped garlic and onions. Andy's not going to eat that if it's got chunks of onions in it, so onion powder it is. Occasionally I can sneak onions in and he doesn't notice, but in something like this, he would notice.
Mama,
What, baby?
I got poop.
Jacob.
What? What?
Nothing.
Why did you say Jacob? Why did you say Jacob?
Because I wanted to. Alright, let me get this mixed up. So, my cow, I don't know if y'all remember from a past video, I had mentioned that I'd noticed her production has just been kind of going down. Going down. I mean, she was not sick or anything. She don't have mastitis, nothing like that. But she has been in milk since... There it comes. Pepper finally got out. She's been in milk since February of 2022. So, you know, and here it is May. So that's a long time. That's a long time, and that is my bad. I should have got her bred long ago, and I did not. So, you know, you live and you learn. I'm paying for it now. But luckily, I have one of my very best friends has her own milk cows, and she's actually taught me, you know, along my journey with the cow. She's been around cows for a long time. I've been around beef cows, but not dairy cows. But she's fool with dairy cows for a long time, and so we do a little trading, and so I can still get some milk. Love some Cajun seasoning. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, and it's saying, oh wait, I forgot the cheese. I'm supposed to have a layer of cheese. I knew I was missing something. And then it didn't say how long to cook it, so I'm just going to cook it till the eggs look done. Because, I mean, the sausage is already cooked and everything, so. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, August Rain. Good to have you here. Glad to see you. Y'all, this is what it's like in real life. Like, you see me running back and forth and kids coming in and some of the other, some of the videos that are edited, you don't always get to see all that, but it's just real life. It's just the way it is sometimes. Oh, Lord, it's tickling my nose again. I don't know why that tore me up so bad. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so anyways, back to my story. I had got down to only getting like a half a gallon a day. The last couple of days I got a little less than a half a gallon. And so just my feeling for her is I figure I'm hoping she's bred and like her body knows that she needs to, dry off for the calf, just like weaning her calf, and except I'm the calf, So, so I went ahead and stopped milking her, and I want y'all to know that I sat in that middle of that pasture that day when I made that decision to do that, and I sat there and I cried and cried, and she come up to me and she's like, "What's your problem?" But I love milking. Come like January though, I'm gonna have 2 cows and milk, and I have milk coming out my ears and won't know what to do with it. So it'll be all right. I'll be glad when that time gets here. But luckily, like I said, I got a good friend that gonna hook me up, so it'll be all right. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. What you doing, baby?
Come in here because I have poop in. Can we have biscuits?
Yeah, we can have biscuits tonight, but I already got some from the other night. We'll just warm them up. Okay?
Oh, I want to fix some.
No, I already got some. We're just gonna warm them up. Maggie loves to make biscuits. That's what she's talking about. All right, put all this in my chicken bowl.
Can I help you make it?
I already made it. Put it in there.
What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up. What you doing?
What are you doing first?
What are you doing? I'm cleaning up.
I'm cleaning up.
Well, here, go put them in the chicken bowl.
Kermit?
That's great. Are they done with school? Yes, we are done with school. Jacob did so good on his test. In the state of North Carolina, all states are different, but in North Carolina, you have to take a end of grade test at the end of every school year. It's kind of like it's almost like a placement test that they have to take, and it don't matter what they score, but then you have to have proof that you gave them a test. And he is in the 2nd grade. He's coming out of the 2nd grade and going to be in 3rd this upcoming school year, but he scored like they average everything up. And he actually scored that if he went back to school, he would be in the 4th grade. So I have to brag on him a little bit. He did awesome. He did awesome. My grandkids love to cook too. Yes, my youngins, they love to cook. I don't know if they like the cooking part as much as making the mess part. I ain't sure which one it is, but I just let them do it. I mean, shoot, if they want to do it, I let them do it. I took them today. We went riding horses for a little while. They've been begging me to please let's go ride the horses. And today was a pretty nice overcast day. It was cool. Oh, awesome, Mom. Congratulations, Jacob. I'll have to tell him. I'll tell him you said that. He's pretty tickled himself. He's glad to be done more than anything. But we're still reading and stuff. But like as far as sitting down doing books, yeah, we done. But we went riding horses this morning, and they wanted to pack some snacks, so we took some snacks with us, and we were gone about an hour and a half. And Jacob rode the horse by himself, and he did really good doing that. Maggie rode with me, and then when we come back, Jacob actually went to work with Andy. He came back to get some things here at the house, I think to get his tractor, because he had his I don't know. Anyways, he came back home, and Jacob went back with him for a little while to a job he was working on, and so I think that's schooling too. You know, he's learning from all over the place. And we've been pretty busy. We're gonna be getting our sweet potato draws out, or slips out tonight. We've got some nice ones out there, so we're gonna be planting sweet potatoes tomorrow. And then tomorrow also, I'm going to get me some strawberries from a local strawberry farm about 5 minutes from here, and some good friends of ours actually that do that. And but they've been like swamped with orders, so I put my pre-order in last week for tomorrow. So be making strawberry jam. I guess I call it jelly, but it's not jelly because it's got the chunks of strawberries in it. But it's like strawberry jam, strawberry preserves, whatever you want to call it. So be on the lookout. That'll probably be Monday's video. We love strawberry jelly though. Love, love, love it. I think I've got 1 jar, 2 jars left from last year. Something got in the garden and got on my potatoes. Did they eat the green part? I'm going to tell you, because deers will tear them up. Deers or potato bugs, one. Wonder which, because we've had deers already nibbling on ours, too. Down close to the woods. Hang on, y'all. Let me go out here and get my dog. Because one of the neighbor's dogs is out here. Hold on. Yeah, he's gone. Sorry about that. Deer will wipe out your green beans too. Oh, yes, they will. Deer are, I just put them in the ground last weekend, then rain. I got a guy that was supposed to. Wonder, did they come up? Wonder, did they, wonder if, did they, because if it was a green part on it, that's the part the deers eat, and the potato bugs. What do you call a fake potato? An imitator. Oh, these jokes, all of them. Hey, you, William, I don't know if you watch, a tater not. Yep, they were chewed up, no green. Huh. I don't know. I ain't never had that happen, so I don't know. That's interesting, though. Well, luckily, you still got time, hopefully, to plant you some more. Get you some more in the ground. But, William, do you ever watch, the Row by Row garden show? Like, by House Tools? Because they do like this. People send in jokes, and it's like jokes. They do jokes of the week. You should send them a joke. But yeah, August Rain, talking about deer eating green beans. I had a year, one time, out here in my garden next to the house, we had some of the prettiest green beans. I went out there and I looked at them and I was like, well, I'm going to wait till this weekend. This was like in the middle of the week. And I said, I'm going to wait till this weekend. They'll be just perfect by this weekend because they weren't quite big enough. I went out there and the deer had eat every one of them. I didn't get the first green bean that year. They had, wiped them out. Wiped them out. That's one thing. I don't, just watching different YouTubers and stuff, I don't know that everybody has this issue, but deer here are like the hardest part about growing a garden. I'm going to just say that. They are the absolute, keeping the deer out of stuff is the absolute hardest part. Because they will, we had a 12-foot high fence out here and they were jumping it. The bone sauce was the best thing. Was the bone sauce and electric netting was some of the best investments we ever made. Because that has really helped. I haven't heard of it before. Could you say it again? Yeah, William. It's called, if you're into gardening and stuff, he is awesome. It's called the Row by Row Garden Show. But if you type in Hoss Tools, you'll see it. It's Hoss, Hoss Tools. And every Thursday night they do the Row by Row Garden Show. And they talk about different things. And I think they put other videos up in between. But me and Andy always on Thursday night always watch their show. Talking about different things gardening. But yeah, they always do a joke of the week, and people send in pictures of their garden and different things like that. It's pretty cool, so you definitely check it out if you're into that stuff. I'm planting in containers. Yep, I love that joke. I don't know what could have eat those. They mowed down several rows of mine one time too, which stank because I had counted on canning them. Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. I was all prepared till I went out there to pick them, and I was so mad. I used to work in a city that's nearby here, pretty big city. People are real out of touch there, I guess is the best way to put it. And anyways, I worked at a hospital out there, and those people would say, I don't know how you could go deer hunting or how you could hurt those beautiful deer. And I'm like, apparently you have never had a garden and you never hit one with your car, because around here, man, they are so overpopulated, it's not even funny. They released coyotes supposedly to put down the deer population, but it ain't touched them. They're everywhere. Haven't heard. Oh, wait, I didn't read that one. Yep, they mowed down several rows. Yep, I got to get electric fence in, and thank you. Yeah, T-Paul, so what we do is we have that like electric netting, like the Premier One netting, except like the knockoff version that our local feed store carries. And so we'll put that up, and then Andy will take T-posts on the inside of that and put like one hot wire around the top. And they say the deer can't judge it since they're like, because they're kind of like this, like the net's here and the wire's here. And they say the deer have a hard time judging it to jump over it. And if they do try to jump over it, hopefully they get shocked. And then that dog must be back out here. I can't do nothing with them. That's my new neighbor. She sees one sides of the road and says it's sleeping. Yeah, I mean, these people, I don't mean to laugh. That's so funny. Oh, sweet little deer sleeping on the side of the road. They're everywhere here in mid-Missouri. That's too. Because a lot of wrecks. Yeah, here, I mean, Andy, I bet he's hit probably 15, if not more than that. And I've hit my fair share. I've hit several. And they can cause a lot of damage. But I used to deer hunt quite a bit, and then after I had the kids, I don't really go anymore, but I should keep them out of my garden. And they just make me they make me so mad. They are pretty. They're pretty, but boy, they make me mad. But the electric fencing, so yeah, we do stagger it like that, and that's really seemed to help. And then the bone sauce for the garden, the best thing we found to do is we took stakes, like wooden stakes, just out of some random wood we had around here. We took wooden stakes and went around and found the deer trails that were coming out of the woods into the garden. And because we tried putting stakes in like in the garden and like a couple on the perimeter, and that didn't, they just walked around it. Like they walked way around it, but they walked around it. But we put it directly in the middle of the deer trails, and that really helped. And then, you know, of course, they would make a new trail eventually, and we would put one in that, and that did. Because that one garden we had last year was not close to any houses or anything. It was a way off the road, and the bone saws kept the deer out. I really do believe that, because deer are terrible down here. These are gnats, y'all. I'm sure y'all see these things flying around my head. Fruit flies, whatever they are. Let's see. Do you have problems with raccoons getting your sweet corn? Oh, yeah. Yes, we do. If so, how do you keep them out of it? So, again, the netting, which they still got in it some last year. But the netting, because it goes all the way down to the ground, it most time the coons get shocked unless they can. But they're smart, though. They are coons. That's the bad thing about raccoons. They got, hands, and they're extremely smart. But that helped keep them out last year. They still eventually got in there. But they didn't terrorize as much as they could have. We've got to get that fence. And I put the bone sauce on everything. One place I missed, the bear got into my corn. Ooh, a bear. We have bear around here, but I don't think they really bother anything. I mean, we have some black bears, but the only thing I've ever seen them bother is if somebody's got like a bee gum or something. But you just occasionally see them cross the road. I don't think we have a huge population here, but they get seen occasionally. And I think like the tag for this area for people that do bear hunt, which we don't do that, but people that do bear hunt, I think you can only do like one bear for this area because there's not many here. But yeah, I ain't had any trouble with those. Or even coyotes for that matter, but I don't like coyotes either. They trip me out when I'm sitting on the porch in the dark and they go to hollering. I tell you, the worst thing I've had a problem with, though, as far as predators go, is somebody's daggone dogs. That's been years ago, but it was pet dogs, and it was several different people's, and they all packed up, got in a pack, killed a bunch of my goats, and killed a bunch of my neighbor's goats out here. And it was dogs. It wasn't even coyotes. Too many. Making them tame. Yeah, people will never learn. They preach all day long about don't feed the bears, and people are still gonna do it. Yeah, too many newcomers. That's right. And for whatever reason, you can't get that through their head not to do that. Y'all can come in here if you want to.
Okay.
It'll be done soon. Are you gonna eat your leftovers? You are?
Me too.
Okay.
I'll eat mine right now.
You could eat yours right now. You want me to warm it up? We went and eat Mexican food last night, so both the kids have leftover Mexican food. And yes, I still go out to eat. Occasionally, that's like our thing. Like we have a.
Take on our brownies.
They're right there, baby. I done took them out.
Oh, they were so good.
They do look good, but you gotta wait till after you eat to eat those.
They were so good. They look as good as last time.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be as good. They're checking out their brownies. They ain't seen them since I took them out of the oven. Let me look at my thing here. Do you want your food now?
No.
You're not hungry yet?
No. I am. I'm gonna eat my food at lunch.
At lunch? Yeah. Tomorrow?
I mean it's supper. Sometimes I call lunch supper, sometimes I call supper lunch.
This looks like it's getting done. Have you seen your daddy yet?
No.
Me neither.
He did say he was. That was a lot of brushes he had to take.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like two big giant piles and one little one.
Oh.
And he did. And the first load didn't even get a whole big giant pile.
On Your Blueberries, Just Road took old VHS tapes last year, showed how. Oh, I did see that. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I remember watching that video of him doing that. And I know I got some old tapes right here somewhere. Will you go get that dryer off for me?
Yeah.
So I quit buzzing. Thank you. Yeah, because that's one thing I do worry about with my berries is the birds getting them. But somebody suggested, y'all, in the comments, I don't know if y'all saw this on the video where I was showing the blackberries and the blueberries. They said, make a jam, mix the blackberries and blueberries together and make a jam. I bet that would be so good. So I'm gonna try that. And then they said that they juice the blackberries and add that to lemonade and then freeze that to make like popsicles.
Popsicles?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try that whenever them blackberries come in.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I thought that sounded so good, so I'm gonna try that. Maggie.
But Maggie, Mom was making a video. Will you go
Oh.
on and cook it?
You want me to warm it? Okay. What's the magic word?
Please.
Thank you. Yours has got chicken in it, right?
Yeah. Mine doesn't.
That's yours, Jacob.
Biscuits are looking good. You didn't
You
make
can say hey to everybody. Somebody say congratulations on
Hey.
your test on there.
Thank you. Hey, pie cake.
Actually, Maggie, that's gonna melt that. Let me don't do that.
Mine catching on fire.
No, I don't think it'll catch on fire. It'll just make that styrofoam melt.
You know what else going on?
Because there's more in there than I thought it was.
More what? Styrofoam? Styrofoam?
Yeah.
And I can write all of it. Mom, I heard you reading that guy that said great job on my test.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah,
I didn't know you heard me.
I heard it while I was pooping.
Jacob, I'm so proud of you. Look, ain't that sweet? Her name's T-Paul.
Thank
On
you,
YouTube.
Thank you, T-Paul.
There was something I was fixing to tell y'all, and it's done left me now.
Gee.
It's done left my mind. Oh, yep. So we're gonna plant one of these beds out here in the yard. If y'all saw it in some of the other videos, that's what we're gonna plant our sweet potatoes in. We're just gonna plant all that in sweet potatoes. Me and Andy have found a newfound love for baked sweet potatoes. Y'all know we had never tried them until here recently. Look, Jacob, come here.
What?
August Rain said, get something fun for you and the kids. Congrats, Jacob. Look at that. They sent you $20. Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're finally home.
I made it
Yeah,
home.
there's Daddy.
Where was you?
Thank you so much, August Rain. That means the world. Thank you so much.
We made brownies.
We have we found a newfound love for baked sweet potatoes. I just recently started fixing some from the potatoes last year because we've heard our neighbors and family talk about how good they are, how good they are. So we finally bit the bullet. We decided to try some baked sweet potatoes, and they were so good. So we're just going to plant a whole bed of sweet potatoes so we can have plenty of baked sweet potatoes. Maggie, I think yours is done, honey. I think ours is about done. It was looking done anyway.
Mom, Jacob.
Now it's hot, okay. Where'd you do with your water?
It's in the living room.
We'll go get it.
No,
Yes. Well, I guess you ain't gonna have nothing to drink.
I am.
You are.
It's for water.
Is that right?
Mama,
What?
I forgot that the wheels were in white white cases.
But let's
Come
see.
on, I need
Got to run. Everyone have a blessed evening. August Rain, thank you so much. You have a blessed one too. Thank you again. But yeah, the garden this year is not gonna be what it was last year. But we're still hoping to grow a lot of. I mean, we're gonna grow plenty, for me to put up stuff. Me and Andy have decided that you just can't feed the world too. So, I'll still sell my excess, but I'm not gonna do to the extent that we did last year. About got me. Just about got me.
It ain't hot anymore.
It's not hot now. I'm gonna get this out and see what it looks like. The eggs were looking about done, so I'm gonna see what it looks like here.
The eggs, I don't want no eggs.
It's the same for you, from me and Daddy. Do you want oatmeal or no?
I want my oatmeal.
You do want oatmeal?
If it's Mama, if yours is about done, I guess I want mine more done now.
This looks pretty good. I don't believe it. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit longer.
Mama,
Let me grab a pot. What?
can you stop making mine now because
Are you hungry?
yeah.
Yeah, me and Daddy will be ready to eat in just a few minutes.
Well, I was about to say when you said, "Are you hungry?" I was going to say that since y'all's are about done.
All right. Y'all hold on.
Oh, they're going to be soon. Exactly. Food. Oh,
Pickle jars make excellent milk jars.
I say me and you are going down to bacon.
Let's see. I believe that's enough. Hey, was Tiger out there when you come in?
Yeah.
Okay. Joseph's dog was out there. I went out there and tried to run it off, and then she went to barking again.
I said that was Ricky's dog.
No, that was
Ricky
Joseph's.
doesn't even have any dogs.
He does. He's got a brown dog, but it stays down there.
Oh, I didn't know Ricky had a brown dog.
Yep.
I had never known that. Even though we pass by Ricky's every day.
Make me and Maggie a little oatmeal. I'm going to send you an email soon. Okay. All right. I will try my best to get back to you. Sometimes these emails though, people will say they email me and it like gets lost in my spam folder for some reason. I won't knock you out. Come here, man.
And why you eating like that? You're eating like a big spoonful. Well, I guess that's how I eat. A big spoon.
Jacob, is this all you're gonna eat? You want something with it?
Peaches?
Yeah, you can have some peaches when you get done.
Okay. But that brownie fill me out the rest of the way after I eat the peaches.
Probably.
I'll probably go and be done when Jacob is done.
Everybody, Mama, I got an idea. Everybody that's watching, we'll send them a brownie, and they'll
Think we should mail them a brownie?
yeah, and tell them that, and they tell us if the brownie was good.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I'm trying to get back to doing my Friday live streams. I apologize that I have not done them the last 2 Fridays. Just hadn't been home at a good time to really do them. So let's see. I'm gonna let this get done and then I'll do it. Andy, you want to come say hey to everybody? You what?
Influencer.
And Melon.
But does any of y'all have any big plans coming up for the weekend? We're just going to be kind of taking it easy around here besides planting our sweet potatoes and making strawberry jam. I'm excited about those strawberries. T-Paw said,
Maggie!
Jacob, are you listening?
What?
She said, Jacob, that sounds yummy. How about we meet for ice cream and you bring me the brownies?
Okay.
He will take anybody up on some ice cream now.
Yes.
You're so silly.
No, yes.
If it's chocolate.
If it's here you go. Here's yours. That's hot. Let me sit it down. Hang on. It's hot. Go get your water.
Hey, I only like eating forks with rice and cheese.
Oh, we'll eat it with fork then.
I thought that
Well, y'all, I guess I'm gonna go and we'll hop off here. I thought Andy was coming in here. Are you coming?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Aren't you gonna
Andy's gonna come say hey to everybody. You can talk to him while I.
What am I going to talk about?
I don't know.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking you some oatmeal
I ain't eating no oatmeal.
for me and Maggie.
Hey, y'all. No big plans.
It's for me and Maggie. It's not for you.
I didn't know y'all liked oatmeal.
I love oatmeal.
Maggie's never tried oatmeal.
I'm gonna go with our breakfast casserole.
T-Paul, you have a great weekend too. Well, is it ready?
It's just about ready. Well, we're going to eat some supper, and I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate all y'all coming and joining me. I always love talking to y'all. And hopefully I will do this again next Friday. But be on the lookout for Monday's video. Hopefully it'll be about making strawberry jam. That's my plan this weekend anyway. So, anyways, I reckon we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. See y'all
Bye,
next
y'all.
time.
I'll
Well, tell them bye. Tell them real quick.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, tell them thank you again.
Thank you, and you better get my chocolate ice cream.
Such a mess. Bye, y'all.